Okay.
There
It
we
doesn't
go.
matter if I see
There we go.
comments or not.
That's why they couldn't hear us. We weren't live.
Oh, yeah, because now
There.
we're live.
Now we're live.
Right. 12 seconds in,
What?
13 seconds. Okay.
Oh, we shouldn't have a window behind me.
Hey, Mama Jess, I just saw a comment from Mama Jess. But I can't see the
Mhm.
whole chat. But I did see that. I've never been
I'm
able to
trying to
figure that
see.
out, though.
Yeah, I want to find out how I can make moderators and stuff. I did before with you, but that was through YouTube.
Hey, Rob can hear now.
Woohoo!
So, Beth, when I tried to do the chat, it wanted me to take me to YouTube. Is that what it did to you?
That,
It took you to...
that's what it's doing to mine too.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just edited it.
You're able to see
sent a
both?
link to.
Or not?
I can't
No,
see people if I'm in chat.
Okay. Okay. So you can't see chat at the same time, though?
No, not right now.
Okay.
Oh, she must be trying to create one.
Lisa? Or Dan?
I have an
How much
earbud
is
in.
Crazy Sunday.
I hear it myself.
I hear it from you. I don't know.
Let me try and get rid of the earbud.
I don't hear anything. You heard something?
Hello, Brenda.
Is it better now?
Oh,
No.
yeah. Oh, what?
Hold on, we're gonna. First off, I want that switch back to normal audio. Can you guys still hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
I don't know
so
why
Andrew, you can see chat, Andrew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it. Well, because I'm on the computer, so everything's pulled right up because I'm right in StreamYard, so it's showing me everything.
Okay.
I still hear
There
an
they
echo.
are.
You want to say hello to everybody in chat?
Yeah, I have been. I've been talking to people in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, we got. Well, Paige is here. That's my daughter.
Oh, hello, Paige.
I just said hello to Brenda.
Hello, Brenda.
All right. We're gonna add them up.
Yes. There's Daniel.
What? Oh, I'm on?
Yes.
Oh
there
yeah, you are
Daniel.
now.
Hold on a second. Sorry, I was typing it.
Awesome.
Lisa's pouring
Good to
me
see
again
you.
this year.
Ah, that sounds good.
What's up, Dan?
I might
Hey,
go get a drink.
how we doing?
Good.
Sorry, get myself sitting down here.
Yeah, I might go get a drink.
Just got the kids
You
to
got it
bed,
right,
so
Rob.
alright. Who do I need to? I'm hearing myself.
Snow coming for the second half.
No, oh my lord.
What's your problem?
You and your burping?
Go in there and chit chat. Go to the dark door right over there.
It was closed.
No, that's because I closed it. Just tell me that.
Let me see. Sorry. I'm hearing myself.
Trying to fix it.
Oh, sorry, I thought maybe it was on my end.
I'll put the lasagna in at 4.
Okay.
Like it does or something.
I need a haircut.
I wonder if the reason why John's not echoing is he's on a laptop and we're all on phones.
I'm on my laptop.
He's got headphones in, maybe that's what.
I had a headphone in and it was still echoing for me.
Okay.
It did say if you have echoes to wear headphones. I saw that as like a
Okay. Give me 1 second.
like a tip. But
Let's see.
it's not very often that a lot of us wear headphones. So.
Yeah, we do. 1 second.
Like Bobby never wears headphones. How many people you got in chat, Andrew?
Now my headphones won't connect because I disconnected them.
I don't hear an echo. Who's hearing echoes?
All right. Now,
Thank you.
Watch, that's right. Oh.
Oh man, I'm so jealous.
Hold on a second.
All right, is there an echo anymore?
Hello?
Oh yeah.
Get yourself in, Lee.
I don't think I'm going to
Hello, Lisa.
screen. Hello. I have to like hold it
Hey,
around my
Lisa.
head. Hello, Beth. Hello, Andrew.
How's it going?
Good. How are you? Am I still hearing
We're doing
things? So what's
great.
it going? Hello, testing.
We're doing a lot better than we were yesterday, and Daniel.
Yeah, so I
TikTok-
believe. Pretty
TikTok is
stressful day.
back. We just can't go live on TikTok, but everything else is working so far. So here we are on YouTube.
I seen that actually. I seen some people posting up actually, but no live. So is it disconnected or something at the moment?
Yeah, but not sure what's going on.
Live's the only feature that's not back yet
Yeah.
for me.
Maybe you hear the dulcet tones of a crying 4-year-old upstairs, maybe?
No worries.
Take this way up. So hold on a wee second. These are currently in like a wee tiny box. So I'm gonna try and.
I don't know what the heck is going on. I got earbuds in now. My computer's not even putting sound out.
Can you see where it's coming from?
Mm-mm.
I hear you, Andrew.
I mean it's not bad. It's not annoying me, but are you recording this as well, Andrew, for later purposes, or?
No.
I think YouTube records it.
Yeah.
Is this on?
You can rewatch
Is
it.
this on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I wonder, is it my apps open as well or something, maybe?
Is it you echoing though?
No, it was echoing before Dan got here.
Because my Streamlabs is opened in my Chrome, but it's not opened in my YouTube app. So I wonder, has anybody got it open twice? Maybe once in their YouTube and once in their browser. But I mean, it's not an issue to me. It's not annoying me anyway.
John, talk.
Okay. I haven't heard one echo, so is it me?
It might be.
I think it's you, John.
Is it
Okay, here, let me take these off.
Hold on. Just double.
I closed every window I had open because it
Just
wouldn't let me
double check
connect my
you have
earbuds to this live. So you're right.
It's gone.
I bet you
Huh?
have another window open.
It was you,
Hello?
John.
No, I just took my headphones
Hello?
off.
Hey, it's gone. We're good.
Sorry.
That makes no sense.
Way to go, John.
Hey, we figured it out. This is the first go. We're doing good. We're all here, right?
We're playing. We're
Just took
playing.
9 minutes, 43 seconds.
Blame it on FLX.
We got this now.
So,
Okay, we can blame the American government.
yeah.
That's right.
I'm definitely super happy to have you guys up here. again, thank you, John, for putting it together like always. You've been absolutely crushing it, managing pretty much everybody that's been on here so far. Most of you guys know that's watching, or anybody that does see us on TikTok and stuff, pretty much know who you guys are. If not, this is Dan Diggs, and Dreamer.
Yep.
And they are in Ireland, and they dig some of the greatest stuff ever. Most of us dream to detect overseas and get to potentially uncover some of the stuff that they toss in their pocket, like a kg.
For sure.
Yeah, we're all just a product of our environment, because I've been talking to some of the guys over in England, and I'm seething with jealousy at some of the stuff they're able to find that I will never get here. So it's just
Right.
is what it is.
It's quite amazing. Like last week's show, I couldn't believe that when she was telling us, that when she went to Europe, they were, oh yeah, we found a kg. So I was just trying to be like everybody else, just shove it in my pocket.
Well, Daniel, didn't you say that you guys were at an event where people were throwing coins in the garbage and you guys were taking the coins back out, right?
Yeah, one of our first sort of club. So we run, for those who don't know, we run a club here in our County Fermanagh in Ireland here, and one of our first events, we had the trash buckets obviously at the entrance to every field, and at the end of the day, we looked in the trash bucket, and there was a couple of like Victorian coins and like different Georgian coins and some horse bridlery and buttons and everything, and just people, if it's not silver, or gold, they're just throwing it in the bin, and
ship halfpennies, which one of the girls with us had never even found before, and it was just in the scrap bucket. Like,
yeah, it was sickening.
Stuff to be excited over. Oh my gosh, that would be like amazing find.
Well, I still get excited. I'm buzzing to find a penny still. Like, I will never not be buzzing to find a penny. It's just a game now to see how good a condition one I can get it in now. Or what kind of patina will be on it. But just noticed as well, my front camera is pretty dung, so I'll have to sure. I've just realized as well, my camera quality, is it all right? My
I think it's
good. No, you look good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You guys were detecting this morning?
Lisa was, yeah.
Yeah, I went out. Headed out about lunchtime, and was meant to come back around 4, but it might have been 5-ish when I came back. So I went into a field, and I was like, I'm just going to keep walking through the fields. If there's a gate, I'm going to go through it. So I ended up going through 5 fields.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I went through 5 fields. I found a lovely little river and stuff, so I went down to it and I swung over it, hoping I didn't get a tone because I was not going to go into the river. But yeah, I got a few nice bits today actually.
Oh,
so
congrats.
Yeah,
good job.
Good day.
I had every intention of going out early this morning too. I had all my stuff ready, but I slept in and happily slept in. So I had a lazy day in the house and made some fish tacos. So that was my day.
Oh, that sounds good.
I love fish tacos.
Yeah, man, they're yummy. So I was watching Lisa's stream too, actually, and like at say like 2:00, when the sort of the time where all you guys would be waking up and coming onto the live stream, and you weren't there. It wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you join in, usually Rob's usually there straight away, and
yeah. As we were saying, it's like the first time that Rob wasn't in my stream, I think, in a really long time. So
it was weird. Well, I was just saying in our Discord, normally on my weekends, that's when you go live, I'm like, oh, I can wake up in the morning. It's gonna be really early. I'm gonna drink some coffee. And I'm gonna watch Lisa go digging. And I woke up this morning, so John and Beth know. So I went to bed early last night. I had like no sleep, so I wanted to get to sleep early. I wake up this morning completely unaware of TikTok going down last night.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so I get my coffee together and everything, and I go sit down at my desk, and I open up my phone to go watch Lisa dig, and I'm like, TikTok is down. What are you talking about? I thought this wasn't supposed to happen until later. I was so bummed. I was
Actually
like,
happened
what do I do now?
earlier.
Yeah.
Earlier
I was like,
than,
what do I
than
do?
expected.
Lisa said she was in the live last night and she said it was so sad when everyone's just started disconnecting. I was like, I would have been crying. She said she was. It's like, oh no.
Yeah. So I was live, and Beth was in the box, and Conk was in the box, and David Krasinski was in the box. And David Krasinski got the first axe. And then me, the live creator, they shut me down. And then Beth and Conk are both in there talking, and I could watch them, but I can't. It was so odd. But
It was really
I
weird.
was awake quite late. I think it was like 3:30 whenever I started to go to sleep.
Right.
So it must have been a while after that then when it started shutting down.
Yeah.
You're up to 3:30.
Because I remember when you said you had to go get some sleep. And I
Yeah.
think it was
Some sleep. 3:30, bloody hell.
I woke again actually before 8 o'clock and I went on and I couldn't see anything to see what ended up happening, So I was like, oh, I'll just go back to sleep then for a while. But yeah, it's mad.
I went to bed quite early. In terms of our usual, as well as detectors, we're also big video gamers. So our Friday, Saturday night is usually sitting playing games with some of our other pals, but I have the unfortunate trait of being able to fall asleep anywhere at any time. So like I could be mid game and Lisa will be wondering, my character will be walking in a circle and she'll look up at the chair and there's me sitting there like this in the chair.
So annoying.
So
It's like he's supposed to be like our tank last night. And we're like kept getting wiped out. And I was like, what is going on? And I look over and there he's just snoring in the corner.
You took a funny video. We'll put a video up of that of the real Dan behind the detecting. I'm just a sleepy boy.
Do you like pick something up, like throw it at him and wake him up, or?
Yeah.
I know last night I just videoed it and then I was just like, Daniel. And then he just just startles away because if like he wasn't actually sleeping usually. Oh
dear.
Yeah. So that's why he didn't go out detecting.
That's why I couldn't do live. Like you like your live streams because you have those couple hours in the day when you do get out when the girls are at school. But like I might get like detecting once a week if I'm lucky, and so that's why I like the YouTube because it's much more slower paced for me. I can just record at my leisure, and if I only get detecting for 2 hours, I can splice a few days detecting together to make one video. So that's why I enjoy that. But I don't think I could get into the lives like these. I love watching the lives, but I love my peace and quiet. So that's why I like disappearing. Just
That rude.
So, well, good thing we have Lisa to watch then.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
The two sides.
What games do you
He
guys
finds
play?
good things with that legend. So
Yes, he does.
Yeah, was you playing?
At the moment,
Rivals was the one we were playing at the last night.
I'm playing Marvel Rivals last night, and I play a lot of single player games now since kids. I can pause them.
Yes.
So I'm revisiting old Halos and stuff at the moment just to relive the nostalgia of my
Childhood.
my childhood. So
Where you didn't
Nice.
fall asleep mid-game.
yeah.
I can't say that I've never done that before.
I actually have a video of Daniel asleep with how old was Ren?
Ren was only a couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks old. I was in the room, but I noticed his spaceship was just crashing into stuff, and I went over and he was sleeping, so our daughter was just sleeping on his chest, and he's sitting with the controller trying to game, but just sound asleep too. Like it's really cute. But I posted that, but loads of people are like, "That's so dangerous." I'm like, I'm literally in the room taking the video. Oh,
But
I
yeah.
think the
So
Guinness, it's like fresh, right? It's fresh, not that far away from you. Like hours?
yeah, like
2 hours. Yeah.
These
Double
are the
2
nitro.
hours? Okay.
Have you guys got those nitro surges there? Are we allowed to talk about alcohol on the live stream? Just thinking, this is TikTok, so
Yes,
we're
you
okay,
can,
aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is YouTube. So there's this. Do you like your Guinness? You like your Guinness?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
well, maybe you don't have these yet, but these are a wonderful thing.
Needs a way to get our little gadget. Just watch, because again, it's probably leaking out of it.
That's right. We'll set that. So here's your Guinness. Okay, the regular sort of draft one with the wee widget inside it. You know those ones.
But the
Well,
widget's not on.
this is a different one. These are slightly bigger cans. These are pint sized, and then this is called the Nitro Surge. And you pop this onto the top of the can. Hold on, Lisa, you're better.
Just pop it off. Just
pop it off.
straight up. Yep.
And this literally just sticks onto the top of your Guinness can, and it acts as like a what do you call it? Like a tap.
Does it? Yeah.
And you can pour out a tap ready pint with a full head and everything, and it's beautiful. It's
Wow.
beautiful.
That's awesome.
Oh, I
And
need
it's
to
a-
I
do
just
those.
take my can and I tip it right upside down in the glass and let it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
they
that's
slow
that-
fall,
I
yeah.
remember us doing that live. Yeah. And that is the go. So these are officially licensed Guinness products. So
Oh,
not
really?
not affiliated. So but
You
it's
should
just
be
a
affiliated then.
cultural sort of thing. I have to praise
Oh.
Guinness.
Oh, I want to get one now.
Yeah, I definitely
That's
need to get my
more
hands
the
on one of those.
refined way of pouring a Guinness then, huh?
Yeah. The cans are a lot more expensive though than just the ordinary ones. So, but it's a nice wee treat every so often. Then you go back to the other can. It's like, no, it's not nice anymore.
Become Guinness snobs.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Do you want to show me your finds from today, Lise?
I don't know how to flip the camera. Do you?
No, I do not.
We're like old people. Right?
Can you flip the camera on this? Any of you guys know? Once we're live on here,
Maybe not.
I'll have a nosy.
I have no idea.
I was sure if not, we'll
Daniel, I
Where's this
saw
thing?
a picture of you.
Nope.
A picture of you with a whole stack of.
Oh, did you see that? Yeah. This was the
Awesome.
camera settings. Oh, here we are. I can change it to facing back. Hey,
Picture.
we're here.
Don't
All right.
put your legs down. What way is your legs?
What are you talking about?
Your legs
My
are
legs are just long.
God,
Oh no!
Welcome back.
Come back.
Where'd they go?
They'll be back.
Yeah, they'll be back.
Hey, when they do come back, Andrew, maybe you can make them big screen too to show.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm trying right now. I'm trying to make it so it's I'm gonna see what I can do to do.
Because I have no idea.
There we go.
Ryan.
Okay,
Ryan
Let's
said boost
see.
losers.
let's hurry up and get him back. No, I can't believe that happened.
That's exactly how last night went. Since you
happened.
missed it.
Yeah, YouTube. Shut
That's
down
how it
in
was?
Ireland.
Yeah.
No notice,
All right.
Andrew. This goes.
That's terrible.
It's gonna blame Daniel right now for hitting the wrong button.
Yep.
It's usually the guy's fault, right, Beth?
Oh, we'll be
That's
back.
right.
Oh.
Who else do we got in chat? I would love to see chat if I could.
Okay, so we got Mama Jess is here.
Nice.
We got Rob, best Shelly ever.
All right.
We got one of their friends detecting in Ireland.
It's Ryan.
Yes. Brenda is in here.
Sorry about that. That was a
Yeah,
very
figure it out.
noob moment. Here's my crates. I just brought everything in. But here's Lisa's finds from today if you want to see. So she had a lovely
What?
wee day to
This
tech.
is just today.
Yeah.
This is
That's
good.
crazy.
This
Poor
is my
thing.
favorite find though.
Oh,
Little
that's
ball.
That is cute.
Got the wee lid on there, so it's about 19. What did I tell you?
1912.
1912.
Oh
Can't remember.
wow.
Can you?
I'll get it close by.
I have such a bad memory.
This is, what is it, laxatives?
Yeah, I think it's laxatives.
Oh, no kidding. Oh.
Yeah.
So it says on the top 270 highest or Welcome Chemical Works over 270 highest awards, and it's on medicine bottles produced by Burroughs, Wellcome and Co. So they can date it because of the amount of awards, basically. So if it's 1970, then that means it has to be 1912 plus.
Very nice.
So
It's your first sort of intact bottle too, which is
Yeah.
nice. Alright. What else you got here? Nice
Little
wee board of stuff.
watch.
Oh,
little
lovely wee watch
finder.
finder.
Chunky boy.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
A little pot.
Oh, wee pot leg.
Pot leg.
Oh, nice.
Brilliant. It's probably quite old, to be fair.
Yeah.
Lovely bit of horse bridle, actually. Lovely big buckle.
Oh, that is nice.
Is that a
Nice
step
sort of
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
It's a fancy one.
So my
Yeah,
first
that's a nice
signal
one.
was this button,
Lisa.
but what? I don't know what that is.
Oops.
Oh, geez, don't crack it.
Well, I just dropped it. Sorry. I got excited for a second. I thought it was something it wasn't. Sorry.
I'm going to shine the torch on that. Would that make it better?
I love
got-
that, the torch.
Now it looks like we're like operating on somebody. Yes, this is cool.
This
okay.
is a cool button.
I wonder if it's
wee
gonna.
livery button, but there's like a hand with a sword, and then there's like a man walking in the middle of the shield. So I need to do some
Cool.
research.
That's
Yeah,
an
you do
awesome
wanna
livery
track that
button.
down.
So that was my very first signal before I went live, and then my second signal was this butter knife handle.
Oh, nice.
A couple of big musket
And then I
balls.
got this livery button as well. We think it's a greyhound.
Yeah, I think so. Looks like a greyhound.
Got a silver gilt on it. It's coming off.
Nice.
Wow.
And then this is our,
Oh yeah, maybe you guys can show us what this is.
no idea what
I
these
think
are.
it's a bit of horse tack, or maybe a. It's quite decorative though. They're two the exact same, so I'm thinking, are they
It
two off?
looks like toe tap.
What's that, Beth?
It looks like they almost look like toe taps, don't they? The shape of
Yeah,
them.
almost.
Hmm.
So they were in two different holes near each other. They rung up really low, only in the 20s.
Oh, they weren't even the same hole.
No, they're two
Wow,
different
okay.
holes. I walked a direction, found it straight away, which was lucky. Got a Vicky Bun head. What year was it? 1891 Vicky Bun.
Very nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good wee days
Got
to
a
check.
basketball cut in half.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow, look
Not
at
like-
that.
That's cool,
So
isn't it?
that's
Yeah.
Like these.
so yeah.
I still
Yeah,
get
good day,
excited.
Lisa.
Those are bigger
Oh.
musket balls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they
big
are.
brutes. They're big brutes. These ones actually. There's two different sizes actually, but there's so many different sort of caliber, I guess.
This one was by the river. I had to hope for ages. It was under the roots.
Is that a lid off something
I
maybe?
think it's a button because if you look inside,
Oh
it
yeah,
looks
you're right.
like there's
It's like a
wee
big
shank
coat,
thing.
coat button or something. Big three.
Yeah,
Very nice. Wee
So,
4
yeah.
hole.
good wee day. I'm so pleased with this little bottle though.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
the bottle is cool. I like that. I'm
hard
just
to find
looking
those.
into the bottle thing, the bottle scene. I'm excited to go out bottle digging.
Yes, for sure. I have not done so yet. Hold on. Let's see. Can I change this camera without breaking it again?
Good luck.
It worked. Hooray!
Oh, we married.
Don't touch anything. No.
I think we are married.
We're sitting the wrong way around. I don't like that. It's weird.
We're gonna have to
It's
deal.
no longer.
We're gonna have to deal with it, Lisa.
Well, it is Lisa and Dan.
I
now,
can share
guess.
first. You
Yeah,
see.
that makes sense.
Yeah, quit your girl.
We must have been married the last time.
Yes, Shelly, those were today's finds for Lisa this morning. While we were all in the TikTok ban, she was out digging without us.
It was
Yeah,
very
good
quiet,
day.
Garland.
It was definitely tough to get used to this morning. It sucked.
Yeah, I really don't like it at all. It feels very strange that it's even a thing that has happened. It's very odd to me.
Hmm.
But sure. What do you know? What do you do? Eh? What do you think? Is it
Right.
going to be back then? Are you going to get live in? Is that a thing? Like, is it a now?
It's back up now. It's just not letting us go live yet. So I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but at least we're in the right direction. So it's slowly coming back, which is nice.
Good.
I definitely, since the whole talk with the band, I've gotten on YouTube more in the last couple of days, trying to build subscribers and stuff.
Yeah.
And I've actually kind of taken to the liking of the fact that I can throw whoever I'm subscribed to up on my TV. So like Dan, I was going through your videos this morning.
Ah, thanks,
And
man.
yeah. So I had your videos thrown up on the big screen, which was nice because I can listen to it, from my TV and getting to watch your show and stuff, getting to watch watching your podcast, Treasures and Tales. So that was nice, so I was able to get to see that stuff through a different perspective instead of sitting here with your phone in your hand like, oh, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Cool.
So
I like that. Yeah.
So to be able to see like your finds and actually get to see it where it's not like, oh, can I zoom in on that? It's already huge. It was perfect.
Gotcha. I see what you mean. Yeah. Sitting on your phone on a live just sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
What is? Oh, you find it. Brilliant. Good.
I thought I'd lost my little pixie, but he was hiding in the box.
Oh, that's so cool.
Like, people keep asking me what's your
finds, right?
Yeah, like people ask me in the live all the time, and I'm like, I should say the axe head, but it's this little guy.
That thing's so cool.
It's just a wee Cornish pixie, but it's just the whole live and stuff was so funny that day that it's
the story behind it.
It's the story behind it, yeah.
Right.
Where is your axe head, Lisa?
Oh, my axe head. I'll show you it before I show Daniel's.
Oh, check these out, actually, guys. These are.
Try and turn
What do you see? Turn it again.
First before you.
It's a house, Lisa.
Yeah, but it's
not a home.
I haven't been here to tell you.
Hey, Daniel, have you heard the news about Andrew?
The kids are miraculous.
Right. Okay. Here's our wall of stuff so far.
What news about Andrew?
None of it.
No, the pocket watches.
Well, these aren't detected.
No.
This is Lisa's other collection.
Oh, okay.
These are all gifts to me. That's why I want one so bad.
You're gonna find one this year. I just know it.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. So here's Lisa's. These here yolks. You guys have seen these before. These wee display things.
Mm-hmm.
But this here, before we do any of that, this here was this was made to us, made by one of our club members. This is lead, and it was made out of musket balls.
What?
And
that's awesome. That's really neat.
He melted them down and made this out of it, and I'm so happy with that. So
that is spectacular.
Isn't it cool?
That's a cowboy now.
That's the metal detecting plumber on TikTok. That's John. Another John. So here, Lisa, you grab your stuff.
Yeah.
So we don't obviously, because we have two small children, we don't have a display case as such yet. But we have a few things safely out of reach. And when they get a few, for now. When they get a few years older, we'll get ourselves one of those nice.
This is so small compared to yours now.
Now this is, but the difference being this one is.
That's mad though.
It's a socketed, isn't it?
This is an axe head.
So you hold that, Lisa.
Okay. Why is this sitting like this? Do I go back?
Well, yeah, we can do now. So you just press back and go to that one.
Oh, okay.
You guys see okay? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What is going on with your phone? Okay, there. So this is a socketed axe head. As you can see in there, there's like the join in the middle. So there would have been, there
would have been a bit down through there, more or less.
So yeah, whenever you put, this is how I realized what it was when I took it out of the hole, because I put my thumb there and I was like, okay, that looks like an axe.
That is so cool.
It really is.
The back side of the axe head, right?
Yeah. So it's It would have been a much smaller tool, but it's beautiful.
Oh,
That is
see,
so
see the
cool.
wee lines. If I shine
Yes,
a
and
torch on it.
The
I can
thing
just
that
see.
makes this one exciting for us, anyway, is I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here,
Let me see.
but
Can I
there
see?
are sort of parallel lines going down here, and they would have been etched into it by whoever owned it. So
Turn it over the other direction a wee bit.
maybe you can see it a wee bit better that way. But
I can see the lines.
yeah,
Yeah, I
well,
can
they
see
would have
it.
been etched into it by whoever owned this about 3,500 years ago. So
That is wild. That is
isn't
so
it
incredible.
mental?
Now Daniel's going to whip out his.
I beg your pardon.
And put mine to shame.
Not a bit. They said you. Well, as we say now, could you get off my knees?
I'm sorry. Well, what do you want me to look at?
Look at metal detecting stuff, not me bloody
There's your
legs.
box of junk.
Thank you very much. Getting NSFW.
He wants a big grand reveal, that's right. Oh, you're going to put. Oh my. Okay, right. This is mad. This is the first time we've done this. That's crazy.
Isn't that cool?
We haven't even compared them before now, so that's.
But they're very different. Like there could be like 800 years between these two.
That's mental.
Wow.
Put that one in your hand a minute, just so I can turn this one round a wee bit. So there's the.
So that would be that side, the front of it. But
Yeah.
yours would be much smaller, though, right?
Yeah, it would have been more for precision, sort of one,
More like.
I just feel like I didn't realize how small mine
Well,
was.
it's not really when you look at that.
Well,
once
I
it would have had the
suppose, yeah,
full
like
access
if it
out to here,
was-
it would have been cool.
Oh my
But
gosh.
So yeah, this is Daniel's.
Those are incredible.
That's so heavy. Did you weigh it?
Just to hold
didn't.
something that old in your hand, I can't even imagine it. It's incredible.
it is.
Yeah,
It's wild.
That's what I think it was Ryan said. Did you get like a really, what did he say? Like
Unearthly feeling.
an
sort of
unearthly
thing, yeah.
feeling when you took it out because you're the first person to hold it in 3,000 years.
Right.
Yeah.
4. It's mental.
Nearly 4,000, yeah. This
And
one is.
then, but then if you think about it, between there's the Roomba, the Oofy.
Look at the edge on it. It's still got a really
That's
nice
insane.
edge on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This one
A
has a
lovely
sick
edge.
edge on it.
I brought this into work. I work in a butcher's, but brought this into work to show the guys, and they were like, "Come on downstairs, we'll cut some beef with it, see how it goes."
No.
What do
Here-
you figure that was for wood? For like wood for the fire? Or-
Say again, Simon.
Is that like for like wood for the fire? Is that what they would have used it for?
Well, it would have been for, well, apparently, from what I can gather, it would have been for like stripping bark and sort of more precision cutting rather than actual felling trees,
Okay.
But
What would this have been for?
I don't know. I don't know enough about that one, to be honest. It's a smaller one, so I'm going to say something similar. It's not a big brute of a thing.
no.
So. But that's the recent ones anyway. So
You had to notify your treasury.
yeah,
Treasure.
I had
department?
to get in touch with the museum, so we've got to turn us back. Yeah, we're back. We're back. All right. So we had to. You've got 14. The way it works here is you've got 14 days to report it. If it's over a certain age, or it's different up here as it is in the south, which is where it's. I'm sure you've heard of the podcast and us rambling on about it. There's a whole different rule set down there, but up here we've 14 days to report it, and report it to the Ulster Museum. And the head of archaeology there is a fella called Dr. Greer Ramsey, and he's quite pro-detectorist, which is good. So
good.
That's good.
still a touchy subject with the archaeologists, but he's been very, very good with us. But he replied back just that it's middle to late Bronze Age, so that's 3.5 to 4,000 years old. So 1500 BC, I think it was, something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations, Daniel.
Yeah, man, I'm still buzzing. So, but it's It's cool because it is complete, and what I find mental about it is how has it survived the plough for so long?
That
How
feels
many,
really
Yeah.
and knowing the field that it's in, how heavily worked that field is, that it's survived that length of time is just unbelievable. So, I'm really lucky to say it. And I've been on that field like 7 or 8 times, and I find some old coinage there too. Don't get me wrong, and it's in a very, very nice location. It's between an estate, a 1600s estate, and a Bronze Age stone circle. So there's a lot of history in the area, and like there was a gold torque found about 200 meters away in someone's back garden. She was digging her flower bed, and I popped a Bronze Age gold torque. So
Oh wow.
I think she got like $100,000 for that or something. This was like 15 years ago. So
Wow.
Oh my god.
How deep in the ground was that?
say again, sorry.
How deep in the ground was that axe head?
Oh, about 10 inches, down. So it was digging
That's a
enough.
pretty good signal.
Yeah, it was banging. On the dais too, it was solid 87. As John, I think we demonstrated for you on the day, didn't we? So it's big,
I was
loud.
so honored. I was so honored that you came into my live to show that. I was like, that was one of my favorite lives ever, just because you guys showed up with that. I was like,
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was fun. That was a fun one.
I loved it. I
Yeah,
love
I'm
like
glad you
when my
liked it.
friends find good stuff, like so, especially 4,000-year-old stuff.
Right.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Just
That
like
was-
so someone just said the medical detectorist. This I was thinking the exact same thing when you were showing that. Is he said, wow, nice history. I get excited over 100-year-old coins. Can't imagine something 4,000 years old. It's absolutely true. I mean, John, you and I talk about it all the time when we pull out a largie and we're like, oh my gosh, this thing's 200 years old. This is so cool.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. 3,000 years old? More?
I don't even know how I would react to that.
No.
I freaked out over a crotal bell, so if I found something that was like 4,000 years old,
Well, as you'll
I'd lose my
hear
mind.
when you listen to the next episode of the podcast, it's not out yet, but Ryan was raging at me because like he was like, so is this now your best find? I was like, well, I mean, if I had found a crotal bell, I might have been a bit more happy, but and he's like, would you shut up about the crotal bell?
I know what Ryan thinks about crotal bells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love finding crotal bells.
It is number one on my bucket list. Number one on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
John,
will
man,
be until I find one.
We're gonna have to.
Well, I was
We're gonna have to get him
also-
to fly out.
I was also super excited to be able to swing side by side.
Oh, at the time,
with
sort of thing.
Lisa. Like,
That's cool.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I was
like,
finding-
I've been wanting to ask, and so I was so glad to do that. That was like,
Yeah.
that was a bucket
really-
list of mine, believe it or not.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
got to go out there and go swinging.
Yeah. That was fun.
Fair play. Well, we'll need to get you over to Ireland, sure, and we'll do more. Or we'll come for a wee trip over there.
Yeah.
I'll find some. Let me see. I'm thinking of names. Trimes, and seated Liberty somethings. Actually, I've got one of them. Is that the? Hold on, is that the one?
Where is it?
Here
Is
it
that the quarter? Is that the one that I got? Is that a seated one? I don't remember.
Yes, and yep. Wait to see this, Andrew.
Do you know where it is?
I don't.
Show them our boxes.
in there
That's
somewhere.
we're gonna spin the camera around a minute just to show you all our boxes. There's like a lot more, but
Well, I mean, when you say a lot more, it's not a lot more good stuff.
it's a lot
just
more crap.
It's like chocolate boxes full of rubbish. Let me see.
Is it your guys' kind of rubbish or our good stuff?
Well, like
No.
bundles and
Lead.
bundles of boxes of iron and lead. Like, just we're saving it up so we can sell it to the scrap man at the end of the year.
There you go.
It adds up quick.
It does.
Look at all
What do
that
you think?
silver.
Yeah, I got a good box of silver. I just put it all together this evening, actually. I'm trying to
my
find
Lord.
this coin.
This is my first thing that got me hooked on Maldatech, and I found it with the Garrett. It's a little
Yeah.
silver pansy brooch,
Oh my
Victorian.
gosh, that is
That was your
beautiful.
first find or first?
That was like
really
my
good find
first
there?
silver. My
Oh,
first
that's
silver,
cool.
yeah. There would have been a
That's-
wee jam in the middle of it, but it wasn't there. So yeah,
Beautiful.
wee brooch.
Oh,
Where is this coin?
There's always that
And
one
this,
find.
I should
that
tell you,
goes,
I should tell you, this one, this was
this
the
is
one
why I
that
did it. Yeah.
I've got my first ever coin in the box here, and it is a George V penny. And where can I find it? It's up here somewhere. Here it is. Here it is. This is my first ever coin, and I've kept
First
it.
ever.
Isn't that a beauty?
condition of that? Oh my god.
Isn't that
Nice
a beauty? Yeah, that was my first ever, and I was up in a permission just about 3 minutes walk from here, and I was digging in the heaviest rushes, and it was all overgrown, but I was out in the middle of nowhere, and I was just sitting. I was sitting down, and there was nothing happening around me, and I was just taking in the world, thinking, "Yeah, this is pretty cool as it is. I don't care if I'm finding anything, you know." And on my way back to the car, I was just like, you know what? You know, this might be a good wee hobby. You know, at least it'll get me out of the house. And this here popped up, and I sat on the ground. Like, it was the same reaction as having the axe head. It was I sat on the ground thinking, like, this is the coolest thing in the world. I've just uncovered this coin that's over 100 years old, and you know, like it's literally worthless. Oops, there it goes. Now it's worthless. But to me, like, it's priceless, absolutely priceless. So that's my first ever coin, and my first ever silver, which was quite exciting as well. You might have seen this on my videos. This is my William and Mary half crown. So this, but it's a forgery, so it's a local forgery. But this is 1691, and there's an iron core in the middle. That's how you know it's a forged coin. But what's important about this is that this monarch, this is in our country, this is quite a hot topic. But this fellow was down south of Ireland, fighting currently in 1691. So this is quite a cool find for me. Now, I have to say, I was over the moon when I found that. That's my first ever silver.
That's your
But
first
yeah,
silver?
so that's my first ever silver, and it's like really rare. So
You're spoiled.
yeah,
The fact that it's
yeah.
a forgery makes it even more of an interesting find.
Yeah, and I've never found a half crown again, and I've never found a silver coin as large as that before, you know, or since rather. So it really did spoil me from the start.
Where's your boy, the Breeze coin? Your hammy?
Richard?
Where's
I hear you talk about that. Sorry, I hope you don't mind us rambling about finds. If you
this is what we do.
Nope.
This is what
this is exactly what we do.
I
This is
don't
what we
know the
show.
format, so you tell us off if we're rambling on.
The chat wanted to know what year that coin was.
Where the George V or the silver?
The silver.
It's 1691. So
But whenever we'd actually looked up the coin, they made a really bad job because the back wouldn't have been on that.
For the start, the front, if you look at their faces, they look like Muppets. You know, they're really weird, sort of rough, sort of face. But the back was minted, like Lisa was saying. This was on the official coins. This was minted in 1691, whereas the reverse that they put on it wasn't minted until like 1692 or 3 or something. So whoever forged it, or no, sorry, it was earlier than that. So whoever forged it didn't know that. So they made a bit of a boo boo there. So
but it's real silver.
It's silver plated, and then it's got an iron core. So.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing.
That's still amazing, though. Oh my god.
Yeah, like real silver to me.
Yeah.
Well, it probably is. Has some degree of silver in it. Just I wouldn't know, you know, how much he used or whatever, you know, or what the process was for that, you know. So
this is my Gothic florin. Can you remember what year it was?
1851 or something like that, or 54. That's quite a rare one.
Yeah, I find this
Jeez.
and
That's a pretty
I
coin.
didn't. Yeah, she So the back of it's really nice. I pulled this
Oh
up
my
and I hadn't a clue. I hadn't a clue what it was. So it's kind of stylized on the hammered coins, but
Well,
the
Roman.
the Roman, yeah,
1853 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm really
they
bad.
only minted them like that for like 2 specific years or something
Yeah,
like that.
so
It's quite rare to find. So
that was my first silver coin.
That's beautiful.
This is the one
Look
I
at the
find.
detail on her crown. Oh,
Yeah, and then she's like a wee bit of hair that comes down round her ear, but it's kind of hard to see on my one. Unfortunately, it's kind of wore off. His phone's a bit of a disaster zooming in, but
find it.
did you get
Lisa,
it?
that's amazing. Oh my gosh.
It really
The
is.
first silvers are amazing. First silvers.
I was this is the one I get really cross about when people come into my live and like, you're swinging too fast. And it's like, well, I literally was running when I found that there. Because like Daniel was like messaging like the dinner's on the table and I was still dawdling in the field. So I was like sprinting out of the field and I just got this really good 50 signal on the legend. And I was like, well, I'm definitely stopping for that. So
I love it
Okay.
when people tell us we're swinging too fast in our lives. I
Mhm.
love it.
yeah, it's so annoying. I blocked a boy today. As soon as he said it, I was like, goodbye.
Oh, no kidding.
I love it.
I need your help with this, my American friends. This is the American coin. This is the US coin. But since taking it out of the ground, it has degraded into almost nothing. So there's the seeded quarter or whatever. John, you'll correct me if I'm wrong on this. But
you're right.
the front
Oh
of
yeah,
it,
she's seated.
It's just
Yeah, I can
tarnished.
see that.
the front of it has like degraded away. Does it happen to these coins? Is that just the
No,
way
it's
they go?
It looks like to me it's just tarnished.
Yeah.
So there's the reverse.
I don't
Is it
remember what
upside
you're
down?
supposed to do to make that silver pop again. I use a cleaning cloth on some, but
Sorry.
I have yet to
No,
find
you're-
one. Here he is with one. In Ireland.
Yeah,
yeah. So Daniel,
Yeah.
he sent me a message. He goes, "I got a seeded U.S. coin. It's a 20-cent piece." And I started looking up 20-cent pieces, and I was like, "Whoa, that's a rare coin." And
Yeah,
then we
yeah.
figured out it was a seed quarter, which I've never dug. Andrew's never
I've
What?
never
dug.
dug one.
Beth's never dug.
Mm-mm. I'll be lucky if I
Yeah,
That
do.
is
Ireland, I guess, to
amazing.
get a
And he
seeded
does it in
quarter.
Ireland.
but like it's apparently it's quite common to find these kind of ones here. There's an awful lot of travel back and forth to America and back to Ireland at that time period with the famine and then with all the emigration and stuff like that. So, and then after that, all the American troops that were stationed here during the wartime. So, like I've got a few permissions that are air bases that have RAF, US Air Force, all sorts of stuff at it. Like it's weird to have such I don't know, like what's the word I'm looking for? It's just everything's there, you know, from the same sort of time period, but from completely different cultures. It's weird. So
I love that you can find pieces of U.S. history there, and it's relevant to when things happen in the past. That's awesome.
yeah. Well, I guess that's the key. There is that it's not completely like, for example, like we find weird, say, like I was out with Ryan one day, I think, and I think one of us found like a Palestinian coin or something like that, and like there's no reference point for why that was found there, whereas we can trace why and what that was found. And
buttons.
what was that?
The button up in.
Yeah, I'll
What
talk
was
about
that?
that. It was the Indian Army.
Yeah.
So
That was a cool one.
like Lisa was saying, I found a livery button. It was a military button, sorry, but it was for the Indian Army, and it was but they were stationed in my hometown during World War II to help with the war efforts. So like it was weird, So it was oh, here, Lise, this is your one.
What's that?
This is your
Oh,
this is
yeah.
your buckle of buckles, Lisa.
I can't remember the details, so you work away there.
So here, have you guys seen this one? Have you seen this one
I have
before?
not.
This is
I
Lisa's,
don't think I have.
and this has got a wonderful story behind it. So Lisa will have to do a wee TikTok video on this with the correct details and future date.
I
But
do have that up, I think, but I just can't remember.
okay, well, this is a colonial knapsack buckle. So this was made for, obviously not for the colonial army or whatever, for in Ireland, but it was made and sent to Ireland at the same time they were sending them off to America. So, but Lisa looked up the history of these guys, and they went bankrupt
because they made them and sent them off to
is it the Confederate Army?
Confederate Army, yeah.
Yeah. So they sent them off, the knapsacks. They made the knapsacks for the Confederate Army with these buckles attached, and sent them off to there. But because obviously they lost the war and couldn't pay back their bills, the company in England went bust. So so and then this is the buckle that would have, same buckles would have been on those ones that you'll be finding over there. So
I do remember this buckle.
So
I found it the same day as the axe head, and I kept going on and on and on about the buckle, and Ryan was just like, "Would you give over about the buckle? You found an axe head."
I do remember that.
I wonder. I bet Cliff probably gets some of that down there, down south.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Who's in the chat? Oh, Jeepers, there's people in the chat. Is there anybody we know in the chat? Who we got?
Ryan was in here. I don't know if he still is.
There's Rob, Ryan. Oh my God, Anya's there. Hey, Anya. These are some of our club members.
Oh, nice.
And then Craig will be showing up in a wee bit. He's another Irish detectorist. You guys will enjoy. He's called Treasure Ireland. Treasure Ireland. You should subscribe to him. He's about 3 subscribers off 1,000 subscribers. So I want to get him there. So Treasure Ireland is his name. I'll put it in the chat actually, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, go for it.
I think I might be subscribed to him.
It was S. Isaacs and Campbell and Company London that made those buckles.
S. Isaacs and Campbell.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I do remember you talking about that when you found your axe head there. I remember that.
Yeah. There's all our wee toy pew-pews as well.
Do it, Lisa. Wow. You can say it. You can say it.
Can I say it now? I'm conditioned. I've been traumatized. I got a ban, a week-long ban.
You've been hurt before.
So that's...
Yeah, just show it real quick.
That's one of them.
Here's the other one up there.
Cool.
And then the other one. And then I got one on New Year's Day as well, part of one.
Nice.
Oh yeah, this is the closest I found to a pocket watch, is the inner workings of one.
Did you find that?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh wow.
You can kind of like see some of the cogs and stuff around the sides and stuff, but yeah, that's the nearest.
Look at the wee gems.
Yeah, the wee red gems in it.
Wow, Lisa, I've never seen that before either.
Yeah.
Look at the wee glass gems inside it too. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That is wicked cool.
So she did find a pocket watch. It's right there.
Yeah,
it's not a bit of one, John.
What have you been gurning about this whole time?
I want the face.
You put that back there. Well, there you are, Elise. Well done.
Yeah.
Maybe you did show me that. I've forgotten. Just.
Of course. Seen it. Found it in.
I'm trying to think. I don't want to just show you this like a load of random stuff. There's a few other things that.
Oh, he's cool.
Oh yeah, that's the guy I was looking for. This is cool. This is where the enjoyment of the hobby comes for me. Here is finding the personal items and the relics. I love the coins. Don't get me wrong. I love coins, but it's the personal items and the buckles. Oh, don't get me started on buckles. But this is a little tin Victorian toy. So this he would have been attached onto a body and attached onto a wee bicycle, and he's made out of tin, and he wouldn't have been as flat. But he looks like a wee pig man. He's cool. He's real weird looking.
He's creepy.
Oh yeah, here's the torch. I like the torch. But yeah, this is my wee Victorian man. And I found that in a field right beside like a stone circle, a Bronze Age circle. Like, so there's so many different years running between them.
That's really interesting.
And in the same, oh yeah, look, a wee Canadian leaf, a wee maple leaf. And this is my favorite toy find. This is one of my earliest finds as well, and it is. Oh, here, let me see. Give me a hand here. This is a dinky toy car.
What direction is
The brand in there, yeah. So this is the brand Dinky Toys. So this was a UK company. I don't know if they were made it over there, but this is about 100 years old as well.
Yeah.
And
That's really neat.
and I find that I find all these real cool relics way early in my detecting life. So and I want to find more stuff like this, So this is cool because, but when I looked it up, it's worth nothing now. But if it was in the box, it would be nearly $1,000. So I wish I had to find the box too. That'd be good. But
What's the make of the car?
It's dinky. Oh no, the make of the actual car itself, I don't know. I'm not sure. I wonder, does it say made in England?
Cool.
Dinky Toys. So yeah, it mightn't be 100, but it's early 20th century. You know what I mean? So it could well be 100 years now, really. So, but still, love that. So
Cool.
but what sort of gets me is whoever lost that would have been gutted. That would have been the toy of the year, or they wouldn't have had too much. So to lose that would have been a big loss for whoever young chap was out or young lady was out in the field. Oh yes. Can you guess what this is? And if you've already seen it on the live or the video, no cheating.
Can I see the inside of it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a candle snuffer?
That's what I thought first, but no, it's not. It's a Victorian pencil sharpener.
Pencil sharpener.
Yeah, so
No
there
way.
is.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That line there would have been where the blade was.
That's awesome.
And
I love finding stuff like that.
Isn't it? And you have to do a bit of work to find out just what it is.
The research is my favorite part, though.
Oh yeah,
Does it still work?
definitely.
No, it doesn't. The
The
blade's rusted into nothing, unfortunately. But what else you got? Oh yeah, we stirrup. These spurs. They're cool. Oh, speaking of, there is a candle snuffer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is cool. You'll enjoy this. This here is the serial number of World War II era anti-tank grenade. And
oh my gosh.
There's the fin, and the only reason I'm able to figure it out is because the serial number's still on it. So if I had to find either of the other 3 fins, I would have never known what it is. But because it has serial, I was able to trace it back, and it's in World War II era, and it wasn't even used in combat or anything. It was just some farmer having fun with it in his field. Just out blowing up stuff, So
1941, right?
Yeah, 1941. So
They even put a date on it for you, Daniel.
isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Minimal effort. But
just lots and lots
of stuff.
Coins and buttons and buckles, and where's that nice green buckle that I found ages ago?
Oh yeah.
Are livery buttons very common?
They're common enough to find. That's lovely wee D buckle. Lovely wee bright D buckle. With nice wee patina on it. But livery buttons are common enough to find because there was a lot in our particular area, I think, because a lot of the people that lived where we are were, working and employed by these sort of estates and big families. A lot of the people of my area would have just been in service to them, sort of thing. There was not much wealth. There's a lovely one there, actually, with a nice sort of rampant lion on it. And what's that one, Lisa?
That's the one with the snake.
Oh yeah, this is the guy that's holding a snake. And these are all notable families. These are all different families. So,
speaking of lion buttons, do you have that one lion button that you found the other day?
Which one was that?
The one that's the lion face.
Oh, where's it?
What's that?
John, check this out. If you haven't seen it already.
What one's that?
Where is it? Wonder is it up here?
What is it?
I found a cool button the other day now, but I wonder where it is. I bet you it's out in the shed.
This is on YouTube. I haven't watched your YouTube.
Or is it in here?
Here's another box.
It's in his fine pouch.
Oh my gosh.
That's the
These are the recent ones.
the one from New Year's Day. Yeah, this is just probably in January. All these things, isn't it?
Oh well, I wonder? Do you mean Andrew? Do you mean the
Oh, yeah, because Andrew's been watching your.
You've been watching my back catalogue, Andrew.
Yes.
The other day to you might be 5 months for me.
Oh yeah, that's true. Good point. Fair enough.
Okay, I'm with you now. This is cool. This is on the same field that I found the wee Victorian thing. For reference, there's an estate house that runs between it, and actually it's overlooking. I wonder if I could get you a video of it at some point. But basically, where I grew up, I live out in the countryside, and there's a big giant stone circle down in the middle of this valley, and it's in a sort of a bowl shape. So it's in the center of this bowl, and it's it would have been used for all sort of ritual purposes, but all the stones have been taken away over the years. The farmers have gotten rid of them, and they had no relevance. They had no reason to keep them. But the big shape that's left in the ground still is there. So it's a huge, sort of Stonehenge size sort of one as well, But there's an estate house beside it, and there's a big old graveyard on the other side of the bowl, and sort of there's always these tracks going between them. So I find this Can you get it out of the?
Yeah.
I don't want to break it. I find this anyway. Basically, one day running between it, and I sort of piece it together what it is, and I find out that it's there's the lion. Is this the one you're talking about, Andrew?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, so this was cool. This was really cool. I was so happy to find this,
That's awesome.
and yet I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like decoration of some furniture or something at first, and it took me a while to do a bit of research to find out what it is. And it's actually off the sword belt of a sort of light cavalryman. So, he would have been, ferrying between the estate house or onto the main road or something like that, and that's fallen off his sword belt. So that would have been, like early 1700s, like so. And
Can you see the backside of that?
yeah, so there's the backside of it there. So
Andrew, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
have you found one of something
That's
similar?
why I said that.
You got something similar, sir?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. So yeah,
Oh.
That's actually up on the shelf of interesting items. So that's past the cool check. So it's that's one of my favorites. So yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
It really is.
Cool, eh?
I can't
Cool, eh?
find something like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I ended up posting I can't remember if I posted the video in TikTok. I might have, I
Okay.
might not. I don't remember. Anyways, yeah, I found one too. We couldn't figure it out what it was for the longest time. We had it on my camera and stuff. We're
Mhm.
like rotating it around, and someone in the chat goes, I think I see a lion's face on that.
Wow.
And we kept cleaning it up, and sure enough, there was a lion popping out of it. We didn't know what it was for. We're like, what in the world is this? But I held on to it because it's like, that's just cool. It has a lion on it.
Yeah. For sure. So that's cool. You must send me a link for that. I want to see that.
Yeah, definitely.
The
Well,
back of it. The back of it's very odd. I thought it was a button at first, but then I look at the back of it. It's kind
bold.
of like what hollow or
Yeah.
concave.
It's like
It
a little
reminds
mini
me of
saucer.
that.
Well, there you are.
This
Could
is
be.
another box of stuff.
It is another box of stuff, but it's just.
Andrew, I'm thinking like a Mormon paste, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So fair play, Andrew. That could be a couple 100 years old.
Man, I love this field.
That there is, I think, is off a window. I think.
Oh,
Window latch, maybe.
Window latch.
Yeah, maybe. There's still
Did you-
boxes. I'm sure. Well, you guys are the same as us. You've got boxes of stuff that you've no idea what they are. But I'm not going to throw them out just in case.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy this. So here's the difference between. So there we are. Is that the florin? That's the florin.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
here
your
you go. So here's the difference and the weird thing about where we live. So we live in the UK, but because there's the sort of the British rule and then the Irish rule. Where we are in Northern Ireland, we had two currencies for a while. Well, two viable currencies. The actual one was the British currency, but because we're so close to the border and because we trade so much with the Republic of Ireland, the Irish currency was still used. So here is the two florins, which are equal in value, but different rules. So here is your Irish florin, which is a beautiful coin, and it has the
Oh, it's a harp.
yeah. So yeah, this is the Irish harp. So this features on all the Irish coins, and then the other side, the reverse, are different animals, which are beautiful. So there's a lovely big salmon
I love
or
that.
something,
Yeah, it's
That's a
salmon.
salmon, like a steelhead salmon.
and then
The artist's initial design, is it on yours?
yeah, so the artist's initials even on it, which is cool. So that's the florin. So that's 2 shillings, and that's the Irish one. And then here is a Victorian florin as well. So there's a late Victorian florin, and that's 18. Which one's this? This is 1893, and that's got the 3 sort of heads or the 3 crests. So there's the Irish harp actually on the bottom, and then there's the English, and then I can't remember the rest. I'm not going to pretend to know all the ins and outs of it, but so then as Lisa found, there is the regular florin and then the Gothic florin, and the Gothic florin is like a bucket lister for a lot of people here because it's so rare. And it's such a beautiful coin. It's got the Tudor rose and everything on it, and it's in Roman numerals on the top and everything, and it is just a wonderful coin.
Look at the size difference in that.
It's
Holy cow.
huge, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
And that's full silver too, like it's mental. So
Oh my goodness.
So they're cool. They're hefty wee boys. And what's cool about this is that I found both of these in the same hole. So whoever dropped them dropped them together. So
Wow.
or sorry, they dropped. Sorry, not in the same hole. Sorry, it was within like a couple of meters away. I'm misremembering that, but not whoever dropped them together because they're vastly different in date. But 2 people dropped the same coin. Maybe 50 years later in the same area, and it's cool. It's cool. So
That's cool. And he swings the XP Deus 2, guys.
Yeah. I'm a Deus 2 man. And then Lisa is on the Legend.
No Mind Labs?
No Mind Labs. No Mind Labs in this house, sir. Mind Labs are beautiful machines. Ryan is now on the Ryan's on the Manticore now. Ryan's got the Manticore, but we've got a fun. Sorry, John. I've talked over you there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Do you know who else is going to be on Team XP Deus soon?
Who?
Fantastic.
February 7th. It'll be here.
Yes, sir. What have you went with? Have you went with a different? Have you went with a different? Or what coil are you going with, or what? What's
the 9-inch. The 9-inch coil.
The 9-inch, the sniper.
I'll be right back.
No problem, John. That's cool. It's just a big buckle. It's a
that's
big
a
old.
That must be old. I haven't seen that.
Buckle's huge.
Yeah, it's a huge
Massive.
one.
I always say,
Yeah, big bit of tack, 100%.
I was like, I've got normal sized hands. It's just a very big buckle. That's
the-
interesting.
yeah. The what was I saying there? The Deus 2. I'm on the 11-inch coil. Hold on, I'll swap this.
Oh, okay.
Quite simply because here we are. A lot of our fields and a lot of our permissions are big vast pastures, so there's no real, I
Right.
don't have, we have no real crop fields here, in this part of the country. That'd be a lot more towards the north side. But we just have a lot of pasture here, so there's no real need for the wee sniper coil as much as good as it is. I just like that extra wee bit of ground coverage, but
Exactly.
it's so much better for picking out those targets. So I hope you
Mhm.
enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it.
I'm excited. I've been watching live metal detect with John like every time I get out, I'm with John normally. So, and watching
Gotcha.
him just going through and kicking everything in the ground's butt, it's getting to the point where it's like I'm finding good stuff with my machine, don't get me wrong, but watching the capability of what that XP Deus can do is just, it's mind-boggling.
What are you swinging currently?
MindLab Xterra Pro.
Okay, it's a grand wee machine too, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not bad. It'll be a good backup, but being able
Is
to
it
shoot that
single
multiple,
frequency? No one
yeah,
knows
it's
it.
that single
Okay.
frequency.
Is it it's the Xterra Elite that they brought out? Is the multi-frequency one? Isn't that right?
Yeah,
Or
the
is
new
it
one,
like
yeah.
okay. It looks like a lovely machine too. It's like it's a lovely color and everything. I love the olive green and everything. It's
hmm
beautiful machine. So.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited about the XP though. Being able to just be a little bit more efficient, I would say. With being able to bounce that multi-frequency in the ground.
Mhm.
If I want to go to the beach and, hit more mineralized ground, I can,
Yeah,
it's not going to affect it like my machine will now.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's what I'm excited about the most.
Cool. I'm getting used to using the. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. The screen difference is the one big thing that I sort of took a long time to get used to with the XP.
hmm
It was, it was like going back to a early 2000s smart, like a regular phone, like a Sony Ericsson or something. It was, it's even got like the shock-proof bumpers and everything.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like a wee brick you could throw it. But the screen, like even the backlight and everything, like the fact that it's so dim, the screen is definitely a secondary on it.
hmm
Whereas I find the Mind Labs and the Legends, they're all this big, bright, shiny VDI that and they're putting a lot of effort into making them useful. So they're not a bad thing. But it took me a long time to sort of rewrite my brain to
hmm
not depend every time I hear a signal to look down. So and it has worked actually. I think it's made me a better detectorist because of it, because I'm more focused on the audio rather than the signal itself. So
Because you might not have dug the axe because it was
that's
so
exactly
bad.
right. Well, I
Yeah,
tell you,
on
this
the
is the next story.
X-ray.
I think if I was wearing my headphones, I wouldn't have dug that axe head.
You're always telling me wear your headphones.
I
It's
know.
better.
Well, you see, this is you see, we can all be wrong. You see, no, for a few reasons, and I'll explain it now. When John, you'll know what I mean by this. The XY axis. Whenever it came up, it was a really, really high, but very loud high tone. And when I looked on the XY axis, the graph was going all over the place. And like every time I dig a signal like that, it's just a big tin can or a big aluminium lid,
I've
or like a
never
big,
used that.
like a polished tin lid or something like that, something huge. But well, I can't say I wouldn't have dug it without my headphones, because I didn't listen to it with the headphones in, But so I could be still right. So, but but I was just at the end of the day, and I was just thinking, I'm just digging targets for the crack now, and I just heard this tone. I thought, yeah, go for it. But the XY, if I was going by the XY axis alone, by that visual, I wouldn't have dug it. So that's why I've learned now to trust
That's a
my
lesson
ears.
learned, right?
Yeah, definitely lesson learned. So
So when you're using your XY, are you like flipping back and forth then between that and the VDI? Is that how that works?
I keep it on the XY now because I don't really use the VDI at all.
Oh.
Like there's Okay. When it shows up, whenever you look on the VDI or when you look on the XY axis, there's still a wee small number in the corner that'll tell you what it's going to be.
Oh,
but
nice.
So if I do really want to see that, which I probably should actually, one of my commenters said to me they want to
Yeah,
know the
probably did.
VDIs, so I must remember to do that now on my next video.
The wee clip in of the video.
So I must just keep in mind to do that moving forward. But I rarely sort of look at the VDI, but for example, these big horse tacks, these big buckles, I'll always know if it's a big 95 and it's a big one, it's always going to be one of them. Like I've never been wrong whenever I've said, oh, it's going to be a buckle. It's one of those, you know. So I'm slowly learning, you know, what each one's going to be. But, you know, you can get caught out. I was caught out by a freaking axe head. So here we are. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've definitely, like, when I was trying to determine of how, or not how, but when I was trying to determine what machine I was going to get through the XP line, if I was going to get the Deus One, the WS6 edition, it came down to that. That was one of the things, you know, as they were talking about the XY axis isn't on there. You can't download programs, you know, so you just got to make your own essentially, which is fine. But this gives you that power to be able to, you know, do whatever you want. And that was one of the things that a lot of people had been saying was, you know, that was the make or break, was that XY axis. And I was like, what the heck are they talking about? So I was watching some videos on it, and it's pretty intriguing because it brings you back to originally what XP had set out to do. Was it was supposed to be an audio based machine. And that's why the headphones are the way they are, is because it was supposed to be all audio based. It wasn't supposed to have the, you know, it wasn't leaning towards the VDI and stuff like that. And that's why, John, I'm sure you notice because you are always wearing your headphones when you're out detecting. Even when you're live, you always have your headphones on. And that's the one thing that I hear the most about, is the fact of what the sound sounds differently in your headphones than it does through the audio of your machine. And that's what it was supposed to be based on, was, you know, to wear your headphones with that, because you're going to miss those weird targets, you know, like, lo and behold, I would have never dug that target. You know, I would have never dug that shield if you didn't come over and you're like, it sounds kind of scratchy, but it could be good. You know, I can still hear that nice chirp. You know, and I would have never dug that. If that was just my mind lab and I was going strictly off of what the audio was giving me, I would have never dug that.
There you go.
I still almost didn't. I still almost walked away from that hole. Remember, I was like, I really don't know if I want to waste my time on it.
Then that's the human aspect of it coming in, and you know, as everybody, like, I have to keep telling myself, you have to trust your machine. You know, we think we're smarter than the machines, and more times we're taught otherwise.
Yeah, right.
I never used headphones with my last machine, but I have to have my headphones on when I'm using my Deus. I love them. It makes a big difference for me.
Have you guys? I can't remember. Have you guys got the overhead ones or the WS6, the small ones?
I got the small ones.
I have both.
Do you find them? Which one do you find more comfortable, John?
I like the big ones.
Yeah. That's going to be my next purchase now.
The small ones hurt my ears a little bit.
I was going to say, I feel like it would hurt the ears quite a bit.
It does a little bit.
It's been pretty good this in the summer, or not summer, in the winter, because I've been wearing like a woolly hat rather than my
ball cap.
But so I've just had them over the top of the cap, or over the top of the thing, which has been fine. But it does say if you're wearing them the whole day, it hurts the back of my ears now. It really does. Yeah. So that's one thing with the XP that I really thought was lacking a bit, even though the actual tech that's inside those wee WS6 headphones is fantastic. The fact that you can use them as a remote is amazing, but the actual build quality on them feels lacking somewhat. But that's because I'm just used to wearing the big brutes, you know. So I think that'll be my next purchase, if I can convince No, not. I don't.
Excuse
me. Come on, Jürgen.
Well, I found the big brutes on sale this year, so I was like, I gotta get those for winter.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
You just bought an Xbox.
I did. I spun you.
Sorry, Lisa.
You just bought an Xbox, so no.
Yeah. Just wait till these rings sell, and then.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've
speaking of
got
rings.
our gold rings away
Yeah.
currently,
Good.
for evaluation.
So we can't show you them.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you can't show the gold ring. Okay.
No, we
So
sent
That
them
one
off.
was sweet. That was a nice ring.
I have to say. It
Did you
was
enjoy his
huge.
gold dance?
Yeah.
I did. I did. It's so nice because and that's another thing I need to talk about is on your videos. It's nice to watch somebody else have that same enthusiasm that I do out there in the field, because now I don't feel like such a dork.
These are just both dorks.
Well.
It's okay, I'll take it.
One of us.
Yeah, one of us. These guys pick on me all the time because I'll start celebrating in the field and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we can hear you from across the country." Like, hey.
And rightfully so, makes you happy.
Absolutely.
It's
It seems like the ladies here, that the lady detectors here are all like chill. When they find something, they're kind of like chill about it.
Yeah.
Us guys are like, I don't know, immature.
Yep, I think that's the word. I think
it's just too. Sometimes I don't realize how old something is until you tell me, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool."
Yeah,
Like
I guess so.
sometimes-
Yeah, you like
my father always used to tell me, you can never you can create a man, but you can never take the boy out of the man. And I feel that's so true. Now that I'm older, I feel like that is 100% true. I am still a little boy.
Yep, 100%. Quite happily do.
Yep.
I know a lot of my customers like oh whoops, I see Craig is messaging in here. Hold on, my friend from Treasure Island actually has just messaged. Bear with me 1 second. On I sent the link on.
Is there any questions in the chat? I can't see the chat.
You can't see
I'll
the
be
chat?
right back. I need to turn my lights on. It's getting dark in here.
You can't see the chat, John?
No, I tried before. I kick myself out when I try to see the chat.
Yeah, I think that's what happened earlier. I think I entered that.
I don't know how to do it. Not on my phone.
Craig from Treasure Island uses a Deus too. If you want to watch his videos as well.
Oh yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Let me click your thing, buddy.
He should be in soon. There was one day he was out actually with us, and he had his little screen just in his backpack. He didn't even have it on his detector. He
which
just
is so cool. Wow. I haven't yet done that. I have to say I would love to try that someday. Is just to put it in the wee. One thing that's cool, John. Do you know the wee leather pouch that you get with it for the remote? Isn't that so cool? It's like a wee wallet. It's so cool. So I want to use me there. It's not left the box yet, to be honest, but it's just cool.
Yeah.
I did stick my remote one time in the pouch, but I felt like, I don't know, I could only do it for maybe a half hour. I was like, I gotta put it back on. But.
Yeah, no, it needs to be all covered in mud and all dirty.
Yeah, mine's so dirty now.
I think Ryan's in the chat. Is he? Ryan, if you're in the chat, Ryan, will you link Treasure Ireland? Will you link his YouTube in? I want to get him to his 1,000 subscribers.
I just followed him too, so I just subscribed to his page. There you go.
Brilliant.
Can you put that hyperlink up there?
He's been working hard.
What's that, John?
Actually. Sorry, John.
You can put the hyperlink up there. People then can click if you put the blue hyperlink for Treasure Island. People can click right on it and sub right now.
Here, I'll do it. Sure, because
how do you do that?
Whether they're not or not. But I don't know how to do that through my phone.
Oh, here you go, John. You couldn't see this before. Watch your screen. Ready? There you go.
There he is. There's some selfies in the chat. Treasure Ireland. Hello.
Yep.
Oh, he's at 992. We should get him up
to it. Flying. Yeah. So Lisa, did you give me something?
I gave you your. Where'd you put it?
I don't know.
Oh Lord.
It was in my hand like a minute
Oh
ago.
here.
Oh yeah. So this is another piece. So what we were chatting about earlier on was the reporting, the fines. And what we call that here is called the treasure process. So let's see, get it back onto this here. So here's.
Does it like make it worse or
Jesus,
better?
the cat scared the hell out of me. There's one of my cats. Just came running through the door and it scared the life out of me. This is Biscuit. And so here we are. I think this is still my favorite find.
Yeah.
Like I have the accent, but this is still my favorite find. So
probably with this, or does it make it worse?
have I got a weird camera on? I think it
Your
is.
camera's shite.
It is.
Hello.
Is that any better? No, this is like black and white. Okay, here we go. We'll try this one.
Hello, Marshall.
Okay, that's a bit better. So this is my piece of a bodkin, and this was found in the same field that I found my gold ring in, and it's right beside a 1600s castle. And this, Lisa, will you put a wee link in, or can you put a thing in for this? So this is dating to around 1625, and it is full silver. Oh yeah, I wonder can you see it there?
Let's see if I can get a full picture.
So there's what it would have been full. I don't know if you can really see that. So it would have been on the top here with a wee scoop, and that's an ear scoop, and then the other side would have went into a point, and it would have been like a wee nail file or a nail or a nail picker, and then this is a wee loop to have for threading, or for looping with a bit of ribbon around your neck or something like that. So this would have belonged to some dandy or some noble living in the house as his sort of top pocket multi-tool, and it's hand decorated silver, so it's been decorated by hand, and that would have done about 400 years ago. So
25 roughly.
So that there, and that is, I don't think they'll ever want it, but it's currently being. Well, I had to record it because it's a personal item, and it's of a precious metal over the certain amount of years the criteria makes. So that currently is being looked at, going through the treasure process is called, but it won't be. It won't be needed, or they won't want it, I'm sure, because it's only partial, and it's not exactly of any relevance to anybody, but it's just a lovely wee personal item.
Oh my god, look what I just
Yeah,
read.
that's
This is as much disgusting as interesting. The scoop, okay. Bodkins were used to thread bands of yarn through all types of clothing. The scoop at the end was to pick out earwax, which was then used to facilitate the smoothing of the thread.
Wow. There you go.
That's disgusting.
Look at that. I didn't know that.
That's interesting.
I think you didn't put at the end of it in your mouth or something.
Yeah, give it a wee suck. Just
I think it's all gone from 400 or 500 years ago.
you never know. It's got a nice waxy coating. It's well preserved. This Renaissance wax is good stuff.
Wow, that's great. That was in somebody's ear.
Oh man!
But some fancy pants' ear. So, and you know what? I've kind of put 2 and 2 together and made 6. By saying. This here was found like right beside it. So here's the fancy pants' bodkin, okay? And here is a fancy pants' shoe buckle.
Oh yeah.
So this is of a similar age, maybe, and it's a big shoe buckle, and it's quite decorative.
Oh yeah, look at all the decoration.
That's amazing.
So that would have been some dandy shoe that would have been around the same time period. So there you go.
From that field too?
Came from the field beside it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of dandies running around the field of
well, it's
that
right
area.
beside a castle, so it makes sense.
Yeah. So there we go. There we go. I think we're good on finds. Nice. Have you got anything else you want to show the guys before we go? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's modern, but
that's a modern bit of silver. You guys probably have these over here. They're like a wee christening bracelet, or like a Holy Communion sort of band. It would have been given at a baptism or a communion kind of
Haven't
thing.
found one of those.
No, well, This was found beside some church ground, so it made sense to find that there. And then this was found in one of Ryan's permissions. This is a really cool find of mine, actually. I have to say that this is awesome. This is a cane topper, but it's an old one, so it's probably 1700s as well. It's not gonna. But look at the decoration on it.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
All the filigree and all that around it, and it's so light and it's so thin. And that was found in the same field that Ryan was in today. So, and that's one thing. Ryan's got this field that just keeps on producing coins and coins and coins. Like, I don't know how many coins we pulled out of
It would be
those.
like 500 coins or more.
But it's right
mad.
beside a river, and it's right beside a river and right beside a castle, and it keeps flooding. So my theory is that every time it floods, the people that are throwing the coins over the river is resettling them onto the top. That's my theory, anyway.
I think there
That
might have
makes
been markets on those fields too.
Marts and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
there must have been. So let's get us back to the front. So there we are.
So if I come over, Ryan will let me go on his field.
Yep. Well, I can't say yep, but
We
Ryan
can't say
can
yes, but Ryan can say yes.
But just as equally, Ryan could probably say no. Ryan, what do you think?
That's a good question right there.
Let's see. Anybody else is in? I think. Good man.
They like.
How long have you two been metal detecting?
How long have we been metal detecting? Lace, I have been metal detecting 4 years.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be 2 years in May, I think.
Just over, just over 4 years. I talk about this in the podcast about the how I got into that, but it was just after Rain was born. I properly got into it. So that's my first our first daughter. She's 5 now, so it's coming on 5 years, I think. So, what about all you guys? How long are you detecting?
I've only been detecting for 1.5 years.
Cool.
Not long.
Me, coming up on 2 years. Like, seriously, I've had a detector for a long time because we've lost rings in this house that we needed to find. But
Gotcha.
2 years.
I started in about 1990.
Wow.
And then I took a break when my children were growing up. And I was back into it. Right around when COVID hit.
Yeah. I suppose, yeah.
2020? 21?
A lot of people got into the hobby around that time, didn't they?
Yeah, I got back into it then.
This is Cat 2 as well. This is Murphy.
Aww.
So
yeah, a lot of people started getting back into it during COVID.
Yeah,
it should have been out. Good.
Where are you going? Well, like, I don't think I even got detecting much during COVID because we were working. Like, I was working 12-hour days and over COVID, like, and it was a
newborn.
Yeah, and we had, again children, but it was a time where I should have got detecting an awful lot, and I didn't get detecting at all, really. But I think that's kind of when TikTok started coming along, you know, when a lot of people were sort of watching that from their home, you know, and it was an outlet for a lot of people to see these people out in the middle of nowhere, outdoors, and it really did explode in popularity then. And I think the Detectors TV show has done wonders for the hobby as well. Like, it's huge numbers of people joining from then, so it's the best.
Yeah, which was a great show.
It's the best hobby.
I never did see the final episode because it was only available on, what was it, BBC?
Is that right? It's all on Netflix now, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on, but that's probably on a UK.
Oh,
Just
okay.
do a
UK Netflix.
VPN.
Check out
UK.
the final season.
Oh, it's so good.
I was looking for that the other day, by the way, John, after I was told about it, and I can't find it on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Have you not seen any Detectors yet? Andrew.
I haven't either. because I don't have Netflix. I wonder if it's on Hulu.
It's all on YouTube, I think.
Is it?
I'm gonna find you a link.
We'll find you a
It's
link.
the best. We have watched it maybe 6 times through now.
Yeah, it's
Like
great.
it is not even just because we're detectives. It is one of the best TV shows I think ever made. It's just perfect in every way. The comedy, the characters, the acting. It's just absolutely wonderful.
Was
And
it
check
3
it out.
seasons?
3 seasons and 2 Christmas
Yeah.
specials.
And then
Yeah,
the new one.
I've seen the first 2.
I'm trying to work this. Why is my brain breaking? This isn't working.
You need to turn the camera around, I think.
I
There's
did end up.
new one that came out last year too, wasn't there?
Yes, yeah, there was a season or a season.
It wasn't a season.
No,
it was just like
a comeback sort of a special.
like what they're doing now. Sort
Yeah.
of idea.
Here we go. This is another of my pride and joy here. This is my box set signed by Toby Jones.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Oh
So-
wow,
Neat.
So that's my Detectives box set, and there's us meeting Toby Jones.
Oh, nice.
that's
Yeah,
so cool.
so he came to our hometown in Enniskillen. It's quite a cool town because it's where Oscar Wilde and Samuel Beckett both went to school. So he came here to do some reading for the Samuel Beckett Festival, and we managed to got in to see those, and we got chatting to him,
that's
and
great.
he signed our box set. So
Great, good for
That's
you.
so cool.
That's
That's
great.
awesome.
to Daniel and Lisa, pub, Toby. It's just that's one of my pride and
And
joy
he
right
told
there.
us about
Oh,
the
yeah,
thing coming from. So.
Yes,
I
that's
would
right.
love that.
So, he got to tell us about the fact that there was another one coming, and it was so. Let me see. Get that back
That's so
around.
cool. I did end up
And then-
watching The Dig though.
Oh, you saw
The Dig's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Great,
Oh, it's a
good.
my
wonderful
gosh.
one.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Oh, I got to see those. If you guys been to London? Have any you guys ever been to London?
Oh, okay.
I've been to
there's-
London. I didn't go see it though.
Okay. I actually seen it for the first time last year. I went
wow.
I've been to London loads, and I might have seen it in my youth and not realized it, but I only I was sitting nerding out over Sutton Hoo, and but yeah, it's wonderful, beautiful, and like you go into the museum, and like there's hordes of coins and Roman coins and stuff that are there that people find with detectors, and like there's me sitting looking over these weird, like really obscure coinage that everybody's walking past, and there's me sitting there like with big wide eyes like it's Christmas, It's very
Oh
weird.
goodness, that's so cool.
Probably a small group of people who would legitimately appreciate seeing that.
Yeah,
We go out and play in the dirt for fun, so that's awesome.
And there was a coin collector's like directly outside the museum. There was like a shop. There was a coin collector's shop with all these rare coins in the window, and I was too scared to go in. I was like, there was these 2 real fancy looking Englishmen sitting inside, and I definitely didn't know enough. Like, as much as I think I know about stuff when it comes to coins, like I knew if I go in there, they're going to look at me like I'm like dirt in their shoe, So
There was a exhibition at the time, the Romans.
Oh yeah.
And there was like a sock from the Roman times. Like
like these weird
it's mad. And then we seen like little nails that they used in the shoes. And we found some Roman nails, but it was kind of like, meh, we found Roman nails, but actually seeing them in a shoe. Do you know a Roman shoe was?
This is my hobnail. This is my Roman hobnail.
What?
That would have belonged
Awesome.
to the sandal of someone in Roman times. And then there's
That
a
is-
big Roman nail as well. But this is the finds that we brought back from England that time that we were away.
Oh
group
my
of people.
god.
So people around us were finding Roman coins and fibulas and all sorts of fantastical items, and then I got 2 rusty nails.
I was happy with my
but
Roman nails.
But I loved my Roman nails.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that's the crack. it's like I say, it goes back to it. We're just a product of our environment. So we can get excited over the littlest things.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys gonna go to another event? You think?
Not this year. This is going to be the topic of conversation now in our sort of local circles now. Who's going where and what's happening this year? There's always usually like it's quite a big expense for us because all these big rallies are over in England, so we have to take time off work. Then we have to either fly or take the ferry, and then accommodation and all that. And it's usually quite a big expense. So as me and Ryan were saying on one of the last podcasts, that you could take a few days and just really hit one of our permissions at home and just have those days set out that you're just detecting. And I'd say we'd come home with way more.
Look how much I got in that plate in 4 hours today, and I came back from England with a handful of stuff. Not even a handful of stuff.
Yeah, the big thing with the big digs there, I'm sure you use the same there, is that like within the first hour, everybody has just destroyed the land because it's just been mine swept, and like it's only the people that are spending the next 10 hours digging one target an hour that are finding anything then because they're putting the effort in. But it's just hell. Just you like that day, that second day that we stopped.
We spent 8 hours that day and found nothing.
We were digging for 8 hours, and I think I dug 4 holes. So it was grim. Yeah. Really grim. So for us, I think unless you're coming home with a bucket load of stuff, it's not worth it. Like there was one guy that, like, it could be the other side of thing. You could just get lucky. Like one of the other guys that is another YouTuber is the technician is Ollie. He's another guy from Ireland here. He on the first day found a Bronze Age axe head, 2 crotal bells, a hammy, and something else mad. I can't remember what it was, but like they were 2 of his biggest ever bucket listers, and he found them within like an hour, and then found nothing for the rest of the weekend. So and then Craig found a Roman coin. That was his that's Treasure Island again. He wanted to find a Roman coin, so thankfully he was able to come home with a Roman coin. But between us and Charlene and you, Lisa, and Ryan, like, we find nothing, so it was really not worth it.
It's too much money. Yeah. Home with nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So take a couple of days, go to a permission that we don't really get a chance to go to too often, and just really blast it. And I think that'll be what we'll be doing in this year anyway. What about you? Do you have any big like events that you do over there, anything like that?
So we actually have one coming up. Well, in April. That's the first one, anyways. I know it's the first one on my list. That one's April, the first weekend of April. I think I haven't been to that one myself yet. John is a regular there.
It's like 125 people, so it's not real big.
Wow.
Right. Okay. But I think what I'm most excited about at first is, like you guys back home, we have our group, our community, and we're looking at getting a Airbnb together, so that way we're all at one place together. We can have fun and have a good time. But I think that is what I'm looking forward to, is getting to see everybody again. But hitting that permission you have, John, I think that's like, I'm excited about the digging event, but I'm really excited about that permission you have down there.
Awesome.
My wife has always she's been asking me the last couple of years, why do you keep traveling to these events when you don't find anything, and then you can find stuff with like a half mile from your home? Like,
yeah, that's what my parents said as well. They're like, we'll just keep the kids for a few days and just go locals. We're like, okay,
that's fine. We'll hold you to that.
It means she doesn't actually have to deal with them at bedtime, so we'll be back for bedtime.
Well, I don't know how you feel going on a paid dig, and not finding.
Well, just what you were saying there, Andrew. Like, we had a lovely time over there.
Yeah.
Like, we really enjoyed it, but because it was us and Ryan and Charlene and they're friends of ours, and we enjoy just doing that kind of stuff with them. So like, it was the evenings in the pub, the wee old English pubs, and like playing pool and going for dinner, and we were in this little town called Bottisford, and it's in the Doomsday Book, and it's like the cathedral that was in it had like the crypts of the local lords all the way back like 900 years, and like it was wonderful. It was really cool, like all these knights buried in their filigree and everything. It was really cool. So like, but that like
wow,
like that's just a holiday in itself, like
Right.
None of the detecting was what we were worried about at all. It was just doing the cool stuff with our pals. Like that's where it was, So we could have just as easily been doing that in the local pub, at the same time, and saved ourselves the guts of $1,000, so.
Right.
600-year-old graffiti.
Oh yeah, yes, there was 600-year-old graffiti on one of the crypts. So yeah, like some wee guy had just etched his name into the side of this knight's head. It's like there was still little shits going about 600 years ago, just stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah,
cool. I don't know. I'm excited about it, and like you said, it's. You can almost have just as much fun at your local, spot. For us, and that's the one thing that's kind of a bummer is about the United States is so spread out. Like you put it on paper. Europe, every state in America would be like another country. And that's the bummer part is we're all spread out. Luckily enough, I'm only 12 minutes away from John, so I mean that's kind of nice. But like Beth, Beth lives a couple hours away.
Yeah,
it's like a 6-hour drive for me to go detect them.
Hours. Just a couple.
See,
hours.
when you say that, when you say that to me, you say a couple hours. That's like us driving to Belfast, and like that's a long drive for us, and that's like that's 2 hours, But like I'll hear some of the guys, like some of our family in America, they'll be saying, "Oh yeah, I just drove to go and see such and such," and I was like, "Oh yeah, how long was that?" It was like a 7-hour drive. It wasn't too bad. I was like, "What?" I was like, I've got no concept of the scale, at all. Like one way I sort of look at it is the flight from Dublin to New York is the same distance as from New York to LA. It's mental.
So, I mean, for me, like, I'll pay for that. I'll pay to go see the people I don't get to see all the time. And that list grew significant, over the last dig. My first dig I ever went to was in September, which was absolutely amazing. I didn't really dig anything. I dug a pistol musket ball, which was awesome. I thought that was great. And an old toy from, United States history, which was kind of neat. And I ended up giving it away. So,
cool.
But for me, it didn't matter what I dug. It was about, that was the first time I got to meet Beth. A couple other people in our community, Shelly and Rob. That's actually the first time I got to meet Rob too. John was
at
Dig It Dude, so that was cool.
Awesome.
So for that, it's kind of nice to go meet people for the first time or seeing an old friend's face. But I think it can be expensive. I mean, you're talking what our weekend that we're talking about going 4 days. It's gonna cost us $300-$400, but
it adds up. Yeah,
it does. It all adds up. Yeah. I think the big one's the food, isn't it? Hold on, I'll the food prices. I mean, sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, Oh, he's away to get something that he's just thought of. Is there anything on our windowsill that we found recently? Buckles. He's away to our shed of scrap too.
So Lisa, you want to find a pocket watch? Is there another bucket lister you're hoping for this year?
I was just chatting about that today. There's let me see. So what did I say? I'd like to find like another wee brooch, like a wee piece of jewelry. Some people are finding little ones with names on them. I can't remember what they call them. Love something or other, but they'll have like a name. There's a fella in our club that found one with Bella on it, which is really cool because my granny's called Bella, so I was like, I didn't even know that was something you could find. So something like that. I think it's all just personal items. That's what someone said, Dave, I think it was in my life, was like, I thought you were going to say like a pot of gold or a gold coin. I'm like, no, it's just a snake buckle. Do you know, like things like that are of more
Mhm.
interest to me than just a gold coin. Do you know what I mean? It would be nice, but I'd probably sell it. You know, like I'm like, I don't really care about things like that. So
Yeah.
if I can get money, then fair enough. But no, I like the personal items. So yeah, pocket watch is the big one for me this year, hopefully.
Yeah, it's definitely I like personal items. I like finding, our relics that, someone had that, that meant something to them, and then we
Yeah,
find it.
exactly. And it's like a locket would be nice. Daniel found a little locket was kind of badly broke, but some people have found lockets with pieces of hair and stuff in it, and I think like that
Oh,
would have
wow.
meant so much to somebody like that. I think fine. Oh my
That
goodness,
would be
John,
pretty
I
amazing.
forgot about that. Okay, I forgot that we've done this.
Daniel
We
wants
gathered up.
Daniel wants a Crota bell.
Daniel
That's
wants a
his bucket
Crota
lister,
bell.
right? The Crota bell.
That's my number one. Number one. Total bell. Now let me see. That's just when you're saying about musket balls. Andrew, here's let's see, is this the right camera? Can't remember. There we are. Okay. This is our new project. This is our killing jar full of musket balls.
Oh my god.
So, and this is a relatively small amount compared to the guys that are right here, but this is all my wee bullets and wee 3-ringers and the wee 1-rings and all the wee old musket balls and stuff and big giant shots and stuff like that. But we've been putting them all into a jar now just to collect them all up and to keep them out of way of children, obviously. But I love finding musket balls, and I always will. They're just wonderful finds.
Oh yeah,
You get that one big spill.
Yeah. Last day it was not last. Oh yeah, there's the big 3-ringer. I love these here
Wow,
too.
look at that. Oh,
Beautiful
man.
bullets.
He's out
Hawk
here
would be
finding
jealous of
3-ringers.
that
We
one.
can't find it.
And this big brute of a one. Look at this one.
Whoa, that's a big
Oh my
buffalo
lord.
bullet, I would call.
Isn't that cool?
That is.
That would have hurt.
Wow.
So
Maybe a little bit.
so and these wee guys, these are the cutest wee ones, the wee small ones. I love them.
Oh nice.
You think all hunting rounds, Daniel?
Yeah, more or less all hunting rounds. But the last, oh yeah, here's the other one. Lisa found this, and this here is a monster. See this?
Forgot about him.
Look at the size of this bullet.
Oh my lord.
Oh my lord.
Oh my goodness.
And that would have sucked.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So there's our box of bullets. But what was I saying there? Oh yeah, the spill. I found a spill. It was about.
Have you put them in? Does it?
Yeah, they're in here now. So there's 13 of them. Some guy just dropped his whole ammo pouch.
Oh
And,
lord.
Oh, geez.
And that would have been a real loss for him. And I actually brought it in with me. One of my more recent ones. Where did I put
What
it
are you
though?
looking for?
My buckle.
What buckle
The
is that?
buckle that I got the last day out there. That we
Is it in this box?
might be in there. Yeah, here it is. This is a deadly buckle. The
Wow.
the designs and the focus please. See the decoration on the sides of it there.
Oh wow.
So that was found like right beside all the bullets. So my brain has
His
told me
bags.
his belt fell off. So his trousers fell down and he dropped all his ammo.
Is that it?
That's it. Yeah, that's it there.
Or that's
You
the
need to
harness
talk
that held the top.
You need to talk about. We did talk about any of the hammered
You
coins.
want me to talk about this one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, this is this is one of my hammers. This is a. I've only two. When I say this is one of my hammers, I've only two hammers. Like there's a lot of guys that are getting. There's my other one. Or is that your one?
No, that's yours.
Yeah, there's me two hammered coins. So there's about 500 years difference between the two of them. But this one is this. You've heard of Bloody Mary, right? You know that. Well, this is Bloody Mary. This is Queen Mary. This one here, it's quite damaged, so you're not really going to get anything off that, which was cool. That was my first one. But this one here is quite rare for Ireland. This is Richard I. This is Richard the Lionheart. So this is this was the man off doing the Crusades and whatnot, and Kingdom of Heaven, that kind of stuff, you know. So this this is 900 years old. This one, so
Oh wow.
and it was quite rare for this to be where it was because the coinage. Pardon? Yeah, this was the axe head field, right enough. But whoever dropped this coin would have been an English soldier. So, but they weren't really in the area for 100 years after this was minted. So, whoever dropped this coin, it was already in circulation 100 years. You know what I mean? So it's pretty wild. You know, so.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And this is your one.
That's why my subs are all called tacos.
Yes, and this is why Lisa's subs are all called tacos. Because here's her taco hammy. No, it's not gonna. Her folded over hammy and sweet taco.
Oh,
So there we are.
That was a good day.
It was a good day.
That was the field beside where you found your hammy.
Right enough. So there we go.
I couldn't imagine that, to find something 900 years old here.
That's awesome.
I know.
That is absolutely wild, Dan.
Do you guys get much like Neolithic stuff with you? Like, would you find arrowheads and stuff like that?
Yeah, there's people out here that find arrowheads. I personally have never found an arrowhead.
I have one.
I haven't either. I know they're here, but
yeah, John's got one. He said about 600 years old.
That's brilliant.
So not too
wonderful.
There's ones that are thousands of years old.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing about that, like what Lisa touched on, was the fact of, imagine that was in somebody's hand and they were working that rock into an arrowhead or a spearhead or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Like the real effort has went into that. Like, and you know, that was very important to that person too at the time.
Right.
You know, so to lose that would have been a real loss.
Mm-hmm. And then not to mention. Go ahead.
No, going ahead. I'm just swapping over.
What I was going to say was like Conk, you know, whenever he's live and he's out arrowhead detecting or arrowhead searching, stuff like that, you know, it's amazing when he finds one that's, you know, broken or something. You really sit and think about it, and it's like, you know, that person worked that arrowhead that much, and then the tip broke off. That would suck.
Yeah.
yeah.
I have to throw this away now, sort of thing.
Yeah, right. Like, I just spent an hour on this.
The one I found is broken. A broken tip on it right at the village site. So
that's
I know it was never used for hunting. It was a drop, basically.
That
it's like the axe, like even though like it's broke, Daniel said there's a chance the rest of it isn't there because they wouldn't have just threw that away. They'd have brought it back and they'd have worked on it and tried to make it again, rather than just throw the whole thing out. So as much as I'll go there and I'll think I might find the rest of it, there's a high possibility he would have brought that back with him, or she would have brought that back with her and repaired it, rather than
Right.
I've never found any axe heads, but these I brought back from England the last trip as well. And this one's a Neolithic scraper. There's a I think Robin's awake. Yeah. So this is about 7,000 years old. This one, and these here are ones that would, or how am I explaining this? So it was actually the Flo, the finds liaison officer, the archaeologist that was at the event, was telling me about these. So I brought this in because I was thinking, it could be, you know, they're cool rocks, you know, it could be. So this is one I find. This one was, I just thought the shape of it's cool, and I thought, you know, my brain could be telling me that this is something that it's not, you know, that kind of thing. So I was looking at it, and this here bit that's sort of shining on the camera now is the only bit left that is napped. He was telling me what this would have been he would have been breaking it open to test the quality and to see if it would have been used for or useful as a tool. But because the rest of this is damaged by the plow or something, but that there, the percussion marks, as he called them, this is the flint napping. So he says this is what it probably would have been. He would have picked this up, struck it open to see what the quality of the interior is, and if it was no good, he would have chucked it. So that's what this was. So this is again about 7,000. So, but that's a full scraper. This is the one I was looking for, Lisa. Thank you. This is a full scraper. So that has got this has got sort of beveled edges and it's been flattened, and that would have been used for scraping like hides and stuff like that. But again, that's 78,000 years old there. So, and it's like it's just a rock. It's just a rock to like 99% of the planet. But like for the wee nerds that care about it, that's wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there we are.
I could only dream of finding something like that.
Well, I would dream about finding those arrowheads. Now I have to say that'll be a wonderful day to get one of those.
Oh, absolutely.
At the bottom of one of the cow pastures at my Largy farm, I can't get to it because there's always cows over there, and she has a bull, and she always tells me, "Don't go in there. The bull's not nice." At the bottom of the pasture, there's like a dry creek bed, and there's the warrior path down there, and the Native Americans in the area used to follow that trail, like from. I live right on the Ohio River, so it's kind of like along the Ohio River, and I'm dying to get down to that area. So I hope come spring everyone gets shuffled around in the pastures because I want to get over there so bad.
That would be cool. There's bound to be stuff down there.
Definitely.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, sounds promising.
Let me see. Well, I think we've got our show and tell done.
Daniel has to go into our daughter's nursery and do a little show and tell with them. So we've got like little toy detectors. So we bring in like a big box of clay, and we bury like chocolate, the gold coins, gold coins. So we bury them and give them a wee detector and let them detect and find the wee chocolate coin. But we he done it last year for our other daughter, so he has to do it this year now. So we let them pick the finds to bring in, so we know the other kids are going to like the same kind of things, So it's always interesting to see what they pick out. It's usually the cars, isn't it? And the shiny stuff.
The cars and the toys, Never mind the shiny stuff. It's the toys, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So is that going to happen soon?
Yeah, it'll have to happen soon.
Yeah, it'll probably be.
Next month or so, anyway.
Yeah.
And then I've got to go do a talk now for a local sort of like a scout group here called Boys Brigade. I got to go do that now in the next couple of weeks. And then Les wants me to go chat with him to a historical society in a local town. And I've been back to my own local historical society a few times because we keep finding we both keep finding interesting stuff in the local area, but it's all like tangible stuff to our local history. So all the local historians have been wanting to see it, and it's quite interesting, when you're actually talking to somebody that has a genuine interest. It's I'm comfortable chatting about to you guys because I know you guys know what I'm talking about, but when you're talking to the public and they actually respond to it, in a way that they sort of understand what you're saying, it's quite nice. It's quite good. I have as I say, I'm in a butcher's, and I'll have customers coming in and asking me, "Oh yeah, what if you find any gold this week?" And you get the general chat, and they don't really care. But it's the people that actually put the genuine interest in it. I love that. I love that.
I need a sponsor. Brad
sponsoring. You're gonna find a few more.
Thank you guys for joining us at the last minute.
Yeah,
it was great fun. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Super appreciate it. This is a dream come true for me to talk to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we've turned the tables.
Excellent.
That's what I send him because he's like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm going to talk about." No, I goes, "Well, now you know what everyone feels like when you invite them onto the
podcast." This went great to me. This went great, I think.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely nice to be able to talk to you rather than being able to just watch you metal detect. So it's awesome to be able to do that. And then Dan, of course, I like I said, new to the whole YouTube thing, and getting to watch. I spent most of the morning watching all your videos, so it's mind blowing the stuff you pull out of the ground. It's it's hard to wrap your head around it with like where we are. 200-year-old item is like wow to us. That's like old. That's spectacular, and you're pulling out stuff that's 7,000 years old. Like,
But I also like the editing. I like the editing part that Daniel does on YouTube. So
yeah.
Thank you.
I know
Thank
it's
you.
not easy. That takes a lot of time.
I enjoy that. That's why I enjoy it, and that's why I do the podcast. Still, like it's like we love chatting to everyone, but I love the editing process. It's great fun putting in the wee sort of jokes and the wee audio cues and stuff like that. Like I just love editing, so it's another hobby in itself,
Right.
But it's great fun, which is why I'll keep YouTubing and not TikToking, unfortunately. So that'll be for me. So
that's okay. Now I know I can watch both of you guys, so that's perfect. The nice thing is I don't have to worry about it being at 4 o'clock in the morning for us.
Right.
I can pop on YouTube whenever I want.
Yeah. Always there for you, Andrew. Always.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for staying up so late.
Yeah.
No, all good. I'd probably be sitting playing video games this point. Sorry, I'd be sleeping in a chair while Lisa plays video games.
With a controller in his hand.
Yeah,
exactly.
Speaking of which,
must have a video.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I wanted to ask you guys. So I dabble in video games myself too. Do you guys play Diablo by any chance?
I have Diablo. I have not played it yet. I've played the previous Diablos, but I haven't played the new one yet. But I have enjoyed Diablo in the past. Yeah, I take it you're Diabloing?
Yes, I love it. It's a blast. So
I must give it a go. What are you playing on PC or are you a console or?
I play on console. Yeah, I play on Xbox. I got it on PlayStation as well. So
cool. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, I'll get you added. We'll play some games there. I've been playing
great.
Dark Tide at the moment, the Warhammer 40k game. Great fun. Good wee sort of filler. So it's on Game Pass. So
okay. So yeah, I'll have to check that out.
That'll be one for us. Look at that. We're joining hobbies.
There we go.
Crossing divides.
There we go. I love it. I'm so grateful. And definitely way to work with the last minute hiccup that we had, losing TikTok, having to scramble and make this happen. You should have seen us. We were literally doing a test run.
I watched that.
20 minutes. What was it? 20 minutes prior. So
I just seen like at the very end, you're like, I just seen tests, and I thought you were live, and it sort of confused me. But then I seen you just going, "Yeah, we got it working, guys. We got it working."
We made it happen.
So I'm happy. I don't know. It's every show we've done so far has been great. This is the first time we've done one from someone that's not in the US. So for me, I was super pumped about it when John told me. He's like, "Hey, just to let you know," he's like, do you think it'd be all right if we do an episode with Lisa and Dan?" And I was like, yeah. Like, duh, let's do this. So
I'm super grateful for it. I really love this. It's good fun. It's just
I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. And unlike TikTok, normally we'd have a bit of a more following in here, so it's last minute, 11 people watching, but hey, I don't care. It's our regular people.
Right. That's the main one.
Right, exactly. So thank you guys again.
And people can rewatch this.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yes, that's right. Because this is recorded.
You'll be able to do clips out of it.
Oh,
yeah. As well, I suppose, and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. It's all content, Andrew. It's all content.
All content. There we go.
So Andrew can blur my face. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, perfect.
Speaking of the editing,
bye, John.
Bleep me out.
Bleach
Thank
you
you, Daniel
properly.
and Lisa. I appreciate it.
No, bye.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you.
You guys have a great evening.
You too.
Bye.
Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Beth.
Bye, guys.
All the best, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye, chat. Go follow the Treasure Ireland.
Yes, go follow Treasure Island. Dude.
It was awesome, dude.
Oh my gosh.
That was freaking awesome.
That was